Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today is the last day of summer. Or, well, today is the first day of fall when I'm posting this. Today is the first day, officially, of actual fall. It's only 90-something degrees out. It's very cold outside. Very autumny weather. And I am just so glad that summer is over. Like, I don't like our summer weather. It's very 100-y a lot. And I'm not a huge fan of that. So I am glad to be going into autumn. Finally. Thank you, Jesus. But today I am bringing you the top 5 books I read this summer, which there are 5 of. So let us get to that. The first book that I want to talk about, or the first books that I want to talk about, is A Darker Shade of Magic, which I can hold right now because my mother read them from the library. That's why it's very shiny. Anyway, but really not just A Darker Shade of Magic, but the entire Shades of Magic trilogy is really just number 1 on this list. And I couldn't separate them because then this list would be already half over because these are 3 books. I really enjoyed this trilogy. I kind of want to do like a book talk rambling about them before these have to go back to the library, so look forward to that. And I just enjoyed the heck out of them. I would definitely say they won maybe this summer. I gave them, I think all of them, 5 stars. There are these 4 different Londons, and the main character can travel between these 4, and they all have varying states of magic. You know, there's Grey London, Red London, White London, and Black London, and it's very cool. This is great. These are by V.E. Schwab, and I would highly recommend this trilogy. It is very heavy as well. A Darker Shade of Magic, Shades of Magic. And since we're on the topic of V.E. Schwab, the next book I would put on this list is This Savage Song by Victoria Schwab, which is the same person, just it's a young adult book, so she has a different name. And while I would definitely choose the Shades of Magic trilogy over This Savage Song, I did really enjoy This Savage Song. I gave This Savage Song 5 stars as well. I really enjoyed it. I haven't read Our Dark Duet yet, but I greatly enjoyed it. It was different than what I expected. I don't know what I expected, but it was different maybe than what I expected. It's basically a world, a sort of almost dystopic world where monsters are created from evil acts, which is super cool. I think Victoria Schwab has such an interesting way of world building, interesting worlds, like for real, and like I would like her to continue doing that. Yes, thank you. The next book on this list that I read this summer was Windwitch by Susan Dennard. Now, I didn't enjoy Windwitch quite as much as Truthwitch. There were a few things I didn't enjoy as much about it as I did in Truthwitch, but I really did enjoy it a lot. There were just a couple of things that made me go, okay, but it definitely does make my top 5. I greatly enjoyed it, and I'm super excited for Sight Witch next year and Blood Witch after that. I believe I gave this book 5 stars, but it's more like a 4.5 probably. And then I think possibly my favorite book this summer, the only standalone and like one of my favorite books now ever, was Carry On by Rainbow Rowell, which I read during the Booktubeathon, I think, and I loved this book a lot. It was just everything that I wanted it to be. It was very good. I greatly enjoyed this book, and I really want to own it and put it on my shelf. So that is how I felt about Carry On. It is basically, it's sort of Harry Potter inspired, but not quite. It has like similarities to it, but not quite, and it's not really so much about like the adventure as it is the 2 main characters, Simon and Baz, and I just would greatly recommend this book. And it was a little hard to choose like a 5th book for this list, but I think I'm gonna go with The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater, because I do think I really enjoy her writing. I enjoyed it more than I thought I would, and I did just read The Dream Thieves, which I enjoyed as well. I don't think I enjoyed it as much as the other books on this list, but I did enjoy it a lot, more than I thought I would, and I'm really excited to continue on with the series. Those were my top 5 books of summer. I am greatly excited to go into fall. I'm considering doing a fall TBR, but it kind of feels kind of late now because fall is like tomorrow or today when I'm posting this. Anyway, I think I had a pretty good reading summer. I think I've read more books this summer than I have in like a long time. I read a lot of books this summer because there were like a couple of readathons. There was Booktubeathon and then the Reading Quest this summer. and I read like a lot of books during those, so that was really nice and great. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Goodbye!